Hi, I am Andrew Nadilko, and this is a demo of my Llama 2 RAG app. This app uses an ensemble retriever that consists of two retrievers, Face and BM25, with subsequent re-ranking. And this app actually consists of two different apps. The first one is when the user queries are independent of each other, and the second one is when subsequent user queries may rely on the previous ones, in which case we keep the chat history and send it to Llama 2 as along with the retrieved document chunks. So if we go to the first page, which is just the advanced RAG system, we can test the app. For example, if we try to load PDFs when there are no PDFs, there's an error message. If we try to type in some wrong PDFs, there will be a warning. Also, we can try to send an empty query. The warning will be at the top of the page. Please enter a non-empty query. Or we can query the system when it's not built. We'll also get a warning, RAG system is not ready, please load PDF. So the app seems to be okay. It doesn't break. But if you see something, please let me know. So for this particular demo, I selected three articles. The first one is Llama 2, Open Foundation and Fine-Tuned Chat Models. The second one is a survey of large language models. And the third one is LLM 360 towards fully transparent open source LLMs. So I've pasted the URLs for all of these three articles, and let's load them. So currently, the articles are being processed and loaded into a vector store, the ensemble vector store consisting of BM25 and Face retrievers. While it's being done, I can give you a quick walkthrough of this app. Basically, it's called Query Your Own Data, and it allows for the user to load PDF files, load them into the vector store, and then use them to submit queries to the model along with the retrieved document chunks. So once the LLM, which is Llama 2 in this case, sends back a response, it will be displayed in the response field. For this particular demo, I selected 4 questions. So let's copy the first one. The Llama 2 model is hosted on Replicate, so there is nothing much I can do to speed up the process because it's a hosted service. So the PDFs loaded successfully. Let's now try the first query. What are the new features introduced in Llama 2 models? After I submit the query, there is a spinner at the top of the page querying the Llama RAG system. Usually it takes 5 to 10 seconds to wait until Llama 2 responds. And like I said, there is nothing I can do to speed this up. This system uses a special prompt where I asked Llama 2 to provide detailed technical answers. And here is the answer. So the Llama 2 model introduces several new features and improvements over its predecessor, including increased parameter size, more pre-training data, fine-tuning methodology, model architecture, training process, safety features, and open release. So most of these answers do make sense. I'd say almost all of them, except maybe for some evident ones like SFT and RLHF. So the second question. Why is Llama 2 more efficient than many previous large language models? Again, this will take some time. And the reason there are two different apps here is that you can try both of them and compare the performance. So you can ask the same question in each of the apps and see how the result is different. So the answer to this question is based on the provided documents. Llama 2 model is more efficient than many previous large language models due to its focus on computational efficiency during inference, as well as its ability to handle long context attention with the use of GET. Additionally, the model has been fine-tuned using reinforced learning with human feedback. Okay, so let's try this question. Are open source LLMs competitive as compared with proprietary ones? The length of the answers may vary. I guess it depends on how much relevant information we retrieve from our document chunks. Yes, open source LLMs can be competitive with proprietary LLMs. According to the provided documents, open source LLMs such as Llama, Falcon, and Mistral have demonstrated high performance in various NLP tasks, comparable to that of proprietary LLMs like GPT-4 and Claude, and so on. It is interesting, but there is a question that the two parts of this app answer differently. So this advanced RAG application has one answer, is Llama 2 open source. And I tried this question several times. Each time the answer is consistently the same. It's taking some time. Again, this is hosted on replicate.com. So it really depends on how fast their API is. Yes, Llama 2 is open source. The authors of the paper have released the model and its training code under an open source license, and so on. But if we ask the same question while using the advanced RAG with chat history app, which, by the way, uses the same retrievers but sends the questions to Llama 2 in a slightly different way by using the chat history, the answer will be no. Llama 2 is not an open source model. And it's just a curious case. So if we go to the next page, and this is Llama 2 RAG with chat history, I can demonstrate that this system is not loaded, so it's different from advanced RAG. If we try to send a query, the warning will be that the RAG system is not ready. Please load PDFs. And you can probably try loading them. For the sake of the time, I will not do it now. But the process is the same. The PDFs are loaded, the user query is typed, and the model's response is displayed below. The only difference is that This system keeps the chat history and uses it when the questions are sent to Llama 2. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this demo.